I'm with Russell Belter, the founder of the Small Business Network. It's a passion of yours, Russell. What was the impetus behind setting up a network such as this?
Well, David, I started a small business 15 years ago. And I started it like many small entrepreneurs do. I had no help. I had no legal understanding. I had no HR understanding. I just had absolutely no idea of what I was doing. And by hook or by crook, it's sort of selling oranges and apples kind of thing. We started and I bought more kits and I carried on and I got more staff on board, and I never quite understood how to deal with the staff. What was the necessary requirements? Do you need operational documents? I didn't understand any of these things. And then as the business got a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, I started getting into more trouble. I signed contracts I shouldn't have. I tried to get rid of staff who weren't playing the game, and then discovered it's not that easy to get rid of them. And I was dragged to the CCMA. Got to the CCMA, I had no idea what to do, so I hired very expensive attorneys to help. They did help. But having done all that now, I've since then discovered you don't need to do most of those things. If you have good policy documents in place, if you have a good relationship with your staff, and if you understand how the CCMA works, simple things like that. If you sign a contract, what to look out for. If you are going to give your staff raises, the communication that needs to go on between you and your staff before it's done. All these little things. Even now, if I need help on something, I trawl the internet, and there's a little website there, and there's a little website there, and I get a bit of information from here. Then I see, oh, but that's UK based, and that's America based, or that might come from a French company, and it's not really, it can't be fitted into our system. So what my vision is to do is to bring all the resources, so HR, legal, tax, finance, just common business sense. Have people come talk to us who have been there, done that, who have succeeded, failed, sometimes succeeded, so that other businesses can learn from it. But then at the same time, the platform must be interactive. So I want businesses out there to come to our panelists, write us emails and say, guys, this is my problem. We will then go and film whatever the problem is, and then here in the studio talk to the panelists, and then follow whatever happened to them so that we can have feedback and say, okay, if it's a loan you're looking for, go and talk to this guy at this bank. He deals with that. If you need a good business plan, go and talk to that guy. They do good business plans. What does a good business plan look like? If you need HR help, these are the HR specialists. And then from the pieces of information we get, we will cut up and make them as a searchable base on the internet.
Now, one of the things that was a problem for you is finding the documents that you need that would give you some assistance. You trawl the internet trying to find them. This would be obviously the ideal place to put that kind of material that people looking for, what does a letter of warning look like? Download it.
Absolutely.
What does a policy document look like? Download it.
Absolutely. So what we're looking for is all those documents that are relevant to our law and to our situations, our companies, have them put on as PDFs, so a person can go on and say, oh, David came to work this morning, he keeps on coming 10 minutes late, he keeps on coming 10 minutes late. What does a first warning look like? And then, oh, there it is, download it, fill in the necessary details, and and then with that, the instruction of when you give it to the person, what do you do? A verbal warning, for instance, is actually a written warning. You've got to give a person a verbal warning in writing. If a second warning, so now you keep on coming late, and the next time you're using a vehicle without permission, now I've got to give you a second warning. Or does that qualify as a final warning? You know, and then what is dismissal? And it's such a minefield that you've got to go through to do this properly, and that's where we want to help people.
The idea of growing entrepreneurship in South Africa gets a lot of publicity. Does the support for small businesses get enough attention?
I don't think so. I've been speaking to people, I've been asking people for help. The big thing is people have to understand that if we don't get together, us guys, the business people who have made it, struggled, failed, struggled for loans, to do this, if we don't come together in one platform, if we don't actually stand up now and say, okay, here's one platform you can come to and get help, the businesses will just keep on struggling. Because even the CCMA, for instance, the CCMA have a platform to help small businesses, but we didn't know about it. I didn't know about it until the other day. So where is this platform? Who do you contact? Who do you talk to? So if we don't all come together in one place and have a place where small businesses can come and ask for help, no one's ever going to get the proper help.
So in essence, this small business network is born out of your frustration in trying to grow your small business and your knowledge of what small businesses can go through and how ultimately you can succeed. You want to impart that knowledge to other struggling entrepreneurs to grow their businesses.
Exactly. If it's going to take me the next year to do it, I'll do it, but we will get there.